Hey there, film wizards, welcome. This is the place where we turn your editing nightmares into cinematic magic. Today we're diving into a mysterious world of export settings in DaVinci Resolve. Think of it as sending your masterpiece off to summer camp, and we want to make sure it comes back all grown up and ready for the big screen. Don't worry, it's not too complicated. I've been doing this now for 15 years, so I'm pretty sure I can explain it to you in just a few steps. First off, let's talk about why export settings are as important as a cup of coffee on a Monday morning. You could have the most stunning visual effects and a killer soundtrack, but if your export settings are off, it's like putting a beautiful painting in a dumpster. Spoiler alert. Nobody wants that. Alright, let's jump into it. When you're ready to deliver your project, head over to the Deliver page. It's like stepping through the wardrobe into a world of export wonders. You got plenty of options here, but don't panic, we'll keep it simple. Okay, I'll go through this together with you. So first we have the codec. Think of it as your video package. The most popular choice is H.264. H.264 is like the pizza of the codec world. It just works for everyone. And if you want a top-notch quality and don't mind a little extra space, go for H.265. H.265 is like a special pizza. It takes longer to bake, but it's totally worth it. But I always recommend H.264 and in a format MP4. You want format MP4. It's recommended for YouTube, for TikTok, for Instagram, for everything, especially for YouTube. In this section for encoder, I recommend NVIDIA encoder if you have NVIDIA graphic card. If not, then native is perfectly fine. Next up, resolution and the frame rate. Are we aiming for 4K like a movie buff, or is 1080p more your speed? Just remember, the higher the resolution, the more processing power you'll need. It's like upgrading from a bicycle to a jetpack. Awesome, but do you really need it? Frame rates. It is of crucial importance to match the export frame rate settings to footage frame rate settings. If you don't know your footage frame rate, go back to edit page, click here and it will pop up. You see here it says how many frame rates your footage is shot. Now onto bitrate, the secret sauce of your video quality. A higher bitrate means better quality but also a bigger file. Aim for around 10 kilobits per second for 1080p video and you're golden. Now this section where it says CBR, constant bitrate, versus VBR, variable bitrate. I always recommend variable VBR. It's optimized for video quality. Why? It's too complicated. It takes a lot of time for me to explain in this video. So the difference between CBR and VBR I will explain in the other video. For now, stick with VBR. And before we wrap things up, let's not forget the platform. Are you exporting this for YouTube, Vimeo, TikTok, Instagram? Each platform has its own little quirks. Quirks. That's a funny American word. Quirks. Make sure you look up the recommended settings of that platform. But don't make it the focus of your life. Don't spend too much time over there. And there you have it, my cinematic heroes. You see, export settings don't have to be scary or boring. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Choose what works for you. And remember, always remember, the best stories deserve to shine. So if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. And let me know in the comments what your favorite export tip is. Till next time, happy editing. Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you happen to be. See you next time.